I'm sorry I came. See you later, Robert.
Excuse me, Sean. Now listen, Artie, you come in here, you interrupt me when I've got a patient, you ask me to lend you some money and you won't take no for an answer.
I don't believe you haven't got it.
Well, I haven't. Things are a bit tight at the moment.
What does that mean? Plain wrapped caviar?
If you must know, I've got a bit of a problem with TAX.
Caught up with you, did they?
Don't be silly, Arthur, it's nothing like that. It's just that I've got a bit of a cash flow problem. I tell you, if I see one more patient who owes me money, so help me, I'll drill a hole right through his tongue. Open wide. What's up, Sean? Suddenly you're all tense. Now, come on, relax.
I really do need a new car, Robert.
Excuse me, Sean. Haven't you got a credit union or something?
Well, yes, but with the divorce and everything, I thought, well, if you would help me out.
What about Mum? She must have a bit stashed away somewhere.
Mum, don't be mad. Anyway, I couldn't borrow from her. She's a pensioner.
So, put it to her like a business deal. Make it attractive to her. Pay her interest. 5%, that ought to keep her happy.
5?
All right, 4.
No. Thanks, but I'll see you later.
Liz's Volvo! Excuse me, Sean. What about buying out the lease on Liz's Volvo?
What's wrong with it?
Nothing, it's a Volvo, for heaven's sake.
How much?
4,000.
Really?
I'm practically giving it to you at that price.
Why?
Because I need the money and you need a car.
All right. I'll think about it.
Well, think fast. If I don't get the money from you, I'll have to sell it to someone else.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Sorry, Sean. Got any brothers? Hopeless people, aren't they?
Bloody car. You know, it didn't break down once today. Broke down 5 times. Just sitting in the dark. Last time I was in front of a busload of Japanese tourists. God, it was embarrassing. They all got out and helped me push it out of the way. Then they took pictures. Mum? What's wrong? You all right?
I'm afraid I've had some bad news.
Tell me.
A letter from the government.
What sort of letter?
They think I'm dead.
And they wrote to you and told you that, did they?
Yes.
Dear Mrs. Bear, we think you're dead. Well, they have to do that sometimes, you know, because some people are so dumb they don't even know when they're dead. They keep walking around taking up seats on the buses.
I'm not dumb.
I know, and you're not dead either.
Are you sure?
Of course I am.
Will you ring the government and tell them?
Sure. Bob Hawke, please. Now, Bob, great news. My mother isn't dead. Can you pass the word along? Oh, listen to that. They're shouting and cheering for joy.
Please, Arthur. Ring them properly.
Show me the letter.
No.
Mum.
You'll only say I'm a silly old bat and get everything wrong.
This doesn't say you're dead.
I knew you'd say that.
It's about your pension checks. They say you haven't been cashing them. Why haven't you, Mum?
Give it to me.
But there's nothing in here about you being dead.
You're not reading the right bit.
Yes, all right. Let me read it. Oh, I see.
Ha ha.
Possible reasons for non-encashment of checks. B, pensioner may be deceased.
What did I tell you?
All they're doing is listing some of the reasons people don't cash their pension checks sometimes. For instance, D, pensioner may have lost or mislaid the checks. Well?
Well, I suppose some people might lose things. What?
The checks.
I don't have to tell you.
Oh, come on, Mum. According to this, you've got about a dozen of them floating around. Where are they?
I think that's my business, surely.
No, it's my business. It's my taxes. I pay for those checks.
No, you don't. The government does.
I support the government.
Well, I don't. Not when they write rude letters. I'll write to them. They shouldn't write letters like this. Frightening old ladies. I'll tell them I'm not dead. I'll tell them they're dead and see how they like it.
All you have to do is take the checks and put them in the bank.
No, I don't want to do that.
Why not?
Because then the government will know how much money I've got. And if you have too much money, you don't get the pension. You should know that.
No, Mum.
Yes, Arthur.
All right, yes, but you've got to have a lot more money than you've got before it affects your pension.
You don't know how much money I've got.
No, but the government does.
How could they?
They give it to you.
Not all of it.
Who else gives you money?
You give me some?
That's for the housekeeping.
Your father left me some?
How much?
Goodness me, all this talk about money, isn't there anything else you're interested in?
And where have you got all this money?
None of your business.
In the bank.
That's the first place they'd look.
Where then? With the cheques?
Might be.
And where are the cheques?
In a safe place.
Under the mattress.
Are they? No, I don't think so, no.
I knew you'd lost them.
I haven't lost anything. I put them somewhere safe. And then I forgot. Deliberately. In case someone tries to torture me.
They won't have to torture you, Mum. Burglars are clever. They'll find them.
Oh, all right. If you're so clever, you pretend to be a burglar and see if you can work it out. Go on. You see if you can find them. Now, you're a burglar, and you know that someone has put her valuables in a very, very clever place where no one will think of looking. How did you do that?
You always keep the housekeeping money in the tea canister.
No wonder I can never find the tea. Well, now you know, you keep your hands off.
Mum, if I was going to embark on a life of crime, I'd start with something bigger than a raid on the tea canister. How much have you got there?
I've got 2,670...
How much?
I'm trying to tell you. $2,673 and some change.
Does that include the pension cheques?
No, the cheques are separate.
That means you've got more than $5,000.
Yes.
You can't keep that sort of money in the house. Don't you read the papers? Every day there is a woman being robbed and attacked in her own home.
Oh, the poor thing.
Well,
It wasn't me.
it could be. Don't you realise how dangerous this is? Someone could break in and attack you.
They'd be sorry. I'd attack them back.
What with?
Self-defence. If anyone broke in here, I'd throw them to the ground with Ludo.
Judo.
Yes, that's what I said. I can be pretty violent when I want to be.
Oh, can you? Well, show me how good you are then, eh?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm a burglar coming at you with a great big stick.
It's not a stick, it's a spoon.
Come on, let's have a demonstration. Show me what you can do.
Put that down this instant. There. That's what I'd do. I'd have to put this somewhere else.
Take it to the bank.
No,
But it's silly to have all this money and not do something with it.
I don't want to do something with it. I want to keep it. It's my hobby, keeping money.
But if you invest it, lend it to someone, say, you could earn interest. Then you could have more money.
Can I?
Yes.
If I lend it?
Yes, that's how the economy works.
I don't know anyone to lend it to.
Well, we could think of someone. Someone who needs the money for a good purpose. Like buying a new car or something.
I say, Arthur, I could lend it to you.
Me?
If you need a new car.
Yes, I do, don't I? Why didn't I think of that?
How much interest would you pay me?
Oh, I don't know. A good rate. 5%.
5%.
If you lend me $4,000 at 5%, that's...
$200. And when would you pay me back?
Over a few years?
A few years? Oh, no. I might lend you the money if you pay it back next week.
You couldn't do that.
Oh, well, I'm not lending you the money then.
Oh, that's not fair. I contribute to that money. The least you can do is to lend it back to me.
Oh, no, this money's all I've got. What if there's another depression?
Oh, and what if it rains for 40 days and 40 nights and there's another flood? What if we have a plague of locusts? All right, let the money sit there in the stupid canister. See if I care. Be selfish.
Right, I'm certainly not lending it to you now.
Mum, I'm not trying to rip you off. I'm trying to do what's best for you. You know you don't have a clue about money.
Don't I? I've got over $5,000. How much have you got?
Bloody car.
Arthur, you're home early.
I haven't left yet. Stupid bloody car won't go.
Swearing at it won't help.
Can you lend me some money?
I told you last night, no.
For a taxi.
I haven't got any.
You've got $5,000. I only want 10. Come on, Mum.
It's not in there, I moved it.
Where?
Somewhere safe. Somewhere you'll never find it.
Why are you limping, Mum?
I'm not limping.
What have you got in your shoe?
None of your business.
You can't spend the rest of your life with $5,000 in your shoe.
I can if I want to.
All right. I'm warning you, Mum.
Don't you threaten me.
If you don't do something about this money, I will.
What? What would you do?
I'll sneak in and I'll take it and I'll put it somewhere safe.
I wish I'd never heard of this money. It's the root of all evil.
I mean it, Mum. If you don't do something about that money today, I will.
I'll just have to get bigger shoes, that's all.
How much did you say?
$5,000. That's ridiculous, isn't it? She's got $5,000. I've barely got the price of a bus fare.
Ridiculous. Look, could we talk about this some other time?
What's wrong with now?
This is my meditation time.
I thought you were having lunch.
Hey, first I have my lunch and then I meditate.
I'll stay till you finish your lunch.
Can't I have a bit of privacy?
I've seen you eat before. Why do you want privacy?
Robert, I thought we should have something French with... I'm sorry, Doctor, but I didn't realise you had somebody with you.
That's all right, Helen. You know my brother, don't you?
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do.
She's an excellent nurse, excellent. Always busy.
And gives great meditation, I know. Does Liz know she still works here?
How on earth could you let Mum keep $5,000 in a tin?
I didn't know she had it.
Anyway, means you can buy the car.
She won't give it to me.
I'll talk to her.
No, you won't.
She mightn't give it to you, but she'll give it to me.
Dr. Bear, there's a telephone call.
I'm in conference.
But it's your mother. She sounds very upset.
Upset? Here, Mum, drink this. It'll make you feel better.
I'm trying very hard not to say I told you so.
Was the back door open?
Of course it was. I've told her to lock it, but she never remembers.
Mum, where exactly did you put the money?
In the tea, what's her name?
Why did you put it back there?
Because it was safe, no one knew it was there. Except me, and I wasn't sure sometimes.
I knew.
How did you know?
I found it last night, remember?
Have you got it?
Of course not. You wouldn't give it to me.
Don't remember that. I only remember you threatening me.
What's this?
Nothing.
He tried to attack me with a big stick.
It was a wooden spoon.
You said it was a stick.
I was testing a self-defense.
She's an old lady.
Yes. Thank you, Robbie. And then he said he was going to get in and steal the money.
I didn't say I'd steal it.
He said, take, it's the same thing.
I didn't take the money, Mum.
Didn't you? All right. I'll just close my eyes for a minute, and if the money is here when I open them, we'll say no.
Have you got it, Artie?
No!
Mum seems to think you have.
So does Robbie. That makes 2 against 1.
I bet she's hidden it again.
Oh, no. I'd know.
I mean, look around. Nothing else has been touched. There is no other sign of a robbery. Somehow or other, a thief got in and knew exactly where to go without disturbing anything else. How do you explain that?
It could have been an inside job.
Well, don't look at me. Look at her.
Why is everyone looking at me?
We better try and find it.
I'll start out here.
I think we better do this together, Robert. Why? Well, since we're pointing fingers, you're the one with the tax problem.
Well, that's terrific, isn't it? No one trusts anyone.
So we'll look together.
And I'll hide, will I?
Well, no money.
No, I give up.
But at least we found all these.
Yes, there's something. There, Robert.
Thanks, Mum.
How many times have I told you to throw these out?
You leave them alone.
Some of these are older than I am. These ones have got Dad's name on them.
Yes, well, that's all right. He left them to me in his will.
Here's one with your name on it, Artie. Worm tablets.
Worm tablets. Have you been scratching lately?
Throw them out.
No, we weren't. I might have been forgetting to take them, but I'll catch up. I'll take some now.
Oh, you can't take these. They're old.
They're all right for me. I'm old.
I'm throwing them out.
You take my money, you take my tablets. I think you want me to be sick.
Well, what do you think? Should we call the police?
Yes, a certain person should be locked up.
Drink your tea, Mum. What have you got there?
Nothing.
Show me.
What's wrong with this tea?
Mum made it. I knew it. A pill.
You're not having it.
Oh, for heaven's sake, go on, take it. One pill can't do too much harm. Go on.
What do you mean, can't do too much harm?
It can't hurt too much.
I don't want it to hurt at all. Here, you take it.
I'm not taking it.
Oh, but you expect me to.
Mum!
Don't you start.
Look at this.
Robbie, you found it. Oh! Now, how did it get in there?
You put it in there.
Oh, no. I put it in the tea. What? Arthur, I'm sorry.
Forget it.
No. I should do something to make up.
Don't bother.
Yeah, I want you to have the money.
No, thanks. I'd rather borrow it from a loan shark. At least they won't accuse me of being a thief.
I could use it, Mum.
No. I want to give it to Arthur.
Give?
Yes, so he can buy his new car.
Oh, in that case, good idea. I've got just the car he wants.
How much?
5,000.
5? You said 4.
Now, you two. It's my money, and I want to buy a new car for Arthur. He deserves it.
I'm not arguing.
All right. Thanks, Mum.
Mum, I've got to get back to work now.
Yes, he's late for meditation.
But I could drop you at the bank, and then you could cash all these checks, couldn't you?
Cash the checks?
Yeah, and I could bring the car round tonight, and you could give me the money.
No, I'm giving Arthur the money.
Yes, and then he can give it to me. Come on, Mum, I'll drive you to the bank.
The bank? I better get the iron.
You don't need the iron, Mum. You look fine.
Oh, yes, I'm all right. But the money looks awful.
Next. Next, please.
It's you, dear. Yes, I know, but I'll wait for Mr. Temple. I say, I'll wait for Mr. Temple. He always looks after me.
Who's Mr. Temple?
Works here.
No, there's no one called Temple here. Have you got the right bank?
Oh, yes, this is it. I wanted Mr. Temple because, nothing personal, miss, but this is a confidential matter. It's about money.
Can I help you?
Do you know about money?
A bit?
As long as you don't tell anybody, especially not the government. I don't want any trouble.
This is a pension cheque.
Yes.
It's wet.
Yes. It was in the teapot. Silly thing it was hiding there.
It's a fairly old one, too.
Oh, is it? Well, I might have a newer one. Yes.
How many more of these have you got?
A few. They're all a bit wet, I'm afraid. I was going to iron them, but I couldn't find the iron. I suppose it was hiding too.
I think I'll have to ask about these. Have you got any identification? Or something to prove that these are your cheques?
Oh, they're mine. They've all got my name on them. So
Yes, but how do I know that this is you?
well, who else would I be?
You've got a driver's license.
Where do you get one of those?
Have you got anything to identify yourself with?
Yes. Now, here we are. This was taken some years ago on a picnic, but you can see who it is on the left.
Excuse me a minute.
I'm sorry. I never had this trouble with Mr. Temple.
Can I help you?
No, thank you. I'm being attended to. Oh, thank goodness they told me you weren't here. How are you, Mr. Temple?
My name is Shirley.
Oh, yes, of course. Why did I get that mixed?
About these checks.
I'm with you now, am I?
Yes, Mrs. Bear. And I'm sorry, but we don't really allow people to cash checks like this anymore.
Is it because they're wet?
It's because there are so many of them.
Well, I've never had this trouble before.
It's policy, Mrs. Bear.
I'd have you know that I'm a very highly respected and valued customer of this bank.
Well, yes, you are. But you haven't got an account here.
Oh, yes, I have.
No, you used to. You had a joint account with your husband, but you closed it.
Yes, well, I had to. He passed away. They don't let you have a bank account with someone when they're dead. You should know that, surely.
You can always open one on your own.
No, when you lose your husband, there are some things you just don't feel like doing on your own.
Then I'm not sure how I can help you.
Do you want me to call the manager?
I am the manager.
I'll take my business elsewhere.
Perhaps if you came into my office.
Yes, I thought that might get you to sit up and take notice. I'm very strong-willed, you know.
Yes, I've realised that. Mrs. Bear?
Oh, this dreadful fuss about money. Are you mad at me? You are mad at me?
No, I'm not. But next time you decide to defrost the refrigerator, just switch it off, okay?
I knew you were mad at me.
How can I be mad at you? You're buying me a Volvo.
Am I? What's a Volvo?
A car.
Sounds more like a biscuit. Whatever happened to Vauxhall and Morris?
They got zapped by the Japs.
They were nice cars.
So's a Volvo. I'll take you for a drive and show you.
Oh, I might like to have a go myself.
You can't drive.
Oh, I've watched people. It can't be that difficult.
You have to have lessons.
Oh, no, I don't think I'll bother with that. I'll just have a go and see if I like it. You might be surprised.
No, thanks.
Hello, Mum. Artie, everything fixed up?
Yes, Robbie, everything's all right. We found the money.
Look, I've brought you the keys and the papers, and look, I've decided that it's all a bit messy and complicated to go changing the title. So you hang on to these, but we'll leave the ownership as it is.
So the car stays in your name?
It's not in my name. It's owned by bicuspid nominees.
A car that's owned by a tooth?
What's the problem? You get the car, I get the money. You have got the money, haven't you, Mum?
Oh, yes. Now, where did I put it?
In your handbag?
Yes, that's where it is.
Oh, by the way, if you hear a little sort of clunk when you change gears, it's nothing. It's perfectly normal.
Here we are.
What's this? This isn't the money.
Yes, $5,000.
No, Mum, this is a term deposit slip. You've put the money in the bank.
Yes, Arthur told me to.
put it in for 2 years.
And you were right, Arthur. They do pay interest, 12%. That's more than you were going to give me.
But we can't touch the money for 2 years.
You're supposed to be buying me a car.
There's no rush, surely. I'll take the money out in 2 years and buy you a proper car, a Vauxhall or a Morris. Did I do something wrong?